vampire. It really sucks.
Isn't that rather the point?
I just hope this move will be a new start for us. You know, a chance to be a bit less...
Vampiric?
Exactly. Come on, take a look at this. See? Semi-detached houses, streetlights, a newsagent, a golf course. It's all so normal. Right. New life, new neighborhood. Time to check them both out.
But Vladimir, your father has forbidden us from leaving the castle. We need to keep a low profile.
Zoltan, I'm a preteen vampire. That means I've got the reflexes of a night hunter combined with the incredible ability to sneak up behind my parents' back.
Ingrid. And how's the grand sulk going?
I've decided I'm going to go live with Mum.
Ingrid, your mother's dead.
You're dead. We're all dead.
You still can't go and live with her.
You're just mad because she left you for a werewolf.
She did not leave me for a werewolf. We mutually agreed to separate.
After she met a werewolf.
Vladimir keeps the room. It's his birthright.
And what's my birthright?
I don't know. Cleaning my capes, housework, something like that. I haven't really given it much thought.
I hope you get some really painful splinters from your coffin.
Renfield, my stomach tells me it's lunchtime. Time to sample a local peasant.
Now, Master, promise you won't be angry.
No, I like being angry.
Promise you won't hurt me.
Again, not a commitment I feel I can make.
We may have a food problem.
What sort of problem?
A sort of... we don't have any problem.
What do you mean?
I thought you wanted to keep a low profile, so I turned the peasant away. And what with the driving and the map reading and the copper painting, I didn't have time to stock up with any fresh blood.
2 weeks from Transylvania, and all I've had to eat is some black pudding in the motorway services. It's not good enough.
I need a juicy peasant, or at the very least a steak.
Extremely rare.
Don't worry, Master. I'll think of something.
Going somewhere?
Yeah, just popping out.
Ow, 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 ow! You're not going anywhere, young vampire. Go to your room!
But, Dad...
You know which room's yours, don't you? It's the one that should be mine.
I'm coming, Master!
I hate sunlight.
We're all going on a camping holiday, just some tents and a rope or two.
Dad, you're making strange noises again.
It's called singing, Robin. People do it when they're in a good mood. Oh, sorry, good mood. Hope I'm not confusing you with my complicated technical jargon.
Ha ha. It's a small drama inside without the Kendall mint cake.
What? Oh, I can't have a Branner family camping expedition without Kendall mint cake. This is a disaster, Elizabeth.
I wish they'd do this stuff in black.
I'm disappointed in you, son. I mean, where's this bad attitude coming from? The cheeriness, the optimism, the love of the outdoors.
Dad.
And the clothes you wear. Why? Why the bright colours? Make my eyes hurt.
It's what kids wear.
Well, not my kids. Vladdy, come stand here. This is what we are, son. We're vampires, what are we?
Vampires.
There's no escaping that. You know, in a few years, you will come into your full powers, and your reflection, like mine, will disappear. Now, I am going to sort out the food situation.
Can't we have something normal? Like a hamburger?
A person from Hamburg.
No!
Vampires. You can't escape it. It's your destiny.
Oh, great.
Hello!
Okay, no cape. This is serious. If I wasn't already undead, I'd be dead.
Look, Master Vlad.
Looks like someone's moved into the castle.
You have to be pretty weird to want to live there.
Mum, we can't find Robin anywhere.
Where could the weirdo have got to?
Okay, I'll go and get him.
Got you! Thanks.
Who are you?
What a good time to have a discussion.
You rang?
Sorry to bother you, but...
Have you come to donate blood?
What?
The sign. Have you come to donate blood?
No. Look,
It's for a good cause.
what cause?
Lunch.
No. I'm here because... Did you just say lunch?
No, got got a cough.
Who is it?
Some local peasant master.
Beg your pardon?
Well done, Renfield. So nice to see you, peasant. Do come in.
Okay, but first, I'm not a peasant. And can you stop staring at me like that?
Like what?
Are you sure you haven't come to donate blood?
Yes.
Oh. Just flirting with us, were you? Well, sling your hook. Sling your hook. That was a 10-pint delivery.
But he said he didn't want to give blood.
They never want to give blood. That's why I've got these.
This is like a horror film. You know, one by one up to the castle, never to return.
Though he is going to return, isn't he?
He's probably talking to them about the plumbing. You know what he's like. Maybe someone should go up and get him. She can't go by herself.
Right. Oh, you mean us? Come on, Paul.
Shall I bite him, Master?
Not yet.
Right, lad, you rancid at work.
Quick, hide! Hide!
Ah, here you are, in my room.
It's not your room.
What's that smell?
Smell? What smell? Can you smell a smell, Zoltan?
No, Master Vlad. Only your sister's cheap perfume.
Shut it, Four Wheels. I can smell something different. Something rather,
Aha! No!
I can't wait to tell Dad about this.
I can explain.
Oh, yeah.
Climbed in through the window, nothing to do with me.
A massive pile of dirty laundry climbed in through the window.
What? Where'd he go?
Who, the dirty sock fairy?
Yeah.
You're such a loser.
Zoltan, did you see where that boy went?
Unfortunately, I was distracted by the sawdust running down my left side.
We better find him before Dad does.
Please, Master, take it out.
No, Renfield, it's important that you know why you're being punished.
Is it because I smell?
No. Well, you do, but no, that's not the reason.
Is it because I picked my nose and ate it?
No.
I have to go to the loo without washing my hands.
No. Ugh. But no. The reason you're being punished is because I'm hungry! In fact, I'm starving, and when I'm starving, I get nasty.
And that's why you put a tarantula down my shirt?
Correct. And also because I like watching you squirm.
Oh, I think she's just gone down my trousers.
Quiet. I've sensed an intruder. There is a human in the castle.
I'm human, Master.
Yes, well, a human that doesn't smell of mouse droppings. I smell young blood. Right. Where are you? So close. So very close. Come to Daddy.
Daddy? Can I have a word?
Not you. I'm trying to find dinner.
Well, it's just... I think I've got my first fang.
A fang? Oh, my boy. Let me have a look. I can't see anything. Never mind, my favorite child.
Nurture him, why don't you? You just hate me because I'm a girl.
No, he hates you because you're really annoying. Oops.
Right.
Oh, Master, I've sat on your tarantula.
Imelda! No!
Come on. Imelda! If it's any consolation, Master, she wouldn't have felt a thing.
Except your huge bottom squishing her.
Hello, we haven't been properly introduced. My name's Vlad, and oh, you must be the kid who just climbed in through my window and started wandering around.
Robin, I brought your cloak back.
Oh, thanks. What are you doing?
Aren't you going to bite me?
Bite you? Why would I want to bite you?
You can if you want.
No.
Oh, okay.
You're lucky my dad didn't find you. You've got no idea what he's capable of.
I know exactly what he's capable of. You're vampires, aren't you?
Don't be ridiculous. What a silly idea.
Talking wolf, bloodthirsty dad, first fang.
Oh, bats, I knew this would happen. Please don't get an angry mob and drive us out of town.
I think you're underestimating suburban apathy. Anyway, vampires are awesome.
Awesome.
I know everything there is to know about them. Or at least I thought I did. How come you got a reflection?
Well, we don't come into our full powers until our 16th birthday. So, I've got a reflection, I can't turn into a bat, and I don't bite people.
Really?
I don't get burnt by sunlight or have an adverse reaction to garlic either.
You know, for my first vampire, you're not coming across as very...
Vampiric. Can I say for my first normal kid, you're not coming across very...
normal?
First fang, you scrawny little scab. Talking to yourself, you little freak.
My darling sister, how nice of you to rudely walk in without knocking.
Stick a stake in it.
Ah, yes, my socks. How did that get there?
Hello.
What are you playing at? You know we're not supposed to mix with breathers. What have we found out that we're...
Vampires?
Yes! Hang on. He knows.
Yes, and it's fine. He's promised not to tell.
Oh, he's promised. Well, that's fine then. Listen to me, meat face. Swear by all that is morbidly evil not to tell anyone about us on pain of a long and gruesome death.
You're very pretty.
Yes, I am. Now swear.
I swear.
Good. Now let's get you out of here before my father decides to have you for dinner and us for dessert.
Thanks, Ingrid.
Well, you don't think I'm saving this stinking blood bag just to be nice, do you? Oh, no. You and I are going to have a little conversation about room allocation.
Okay, give us our dad and brother back. Nah, too confrontational. Have you seen a man in sensible waterproof clothing and a weird-looking goth child?
Look, you gonna knock or not?
Yeah, you know, I'm just getting ready to knock.
You do the talking, nor you.
Yes?
Have you seen anyone wandering around here with a cloak?
Yeah, loads. But I presume you want this one. Now get lost.
You're quite rude, aren't you?
It's my thing. Deal with it.
See you then, Robin.
Yeah. Come to mine if you fancy it any time. Number 22 down the hill.
Oh, thanks. Oh, hey, maybe you could do me a favor. Get these things for me?
Sure.
So, will we be seeing you again?
Perhaps.
Catch you later.
I can't believe you were so dumb. Do you have any idea what Dad would have done if he caught us talking to those breathers?
Cut our allowance?
And our throats.
Oh, I think you underestimate me, my darling children.
Split up. Then perhaps one of us will live.
Come on, let's find Dad.
Mixing with zombies I could forgive, understand even, but breathers! Socializing with possible dinner ingredients.
Dad, we don't want to be driven out again. Perhaps we should be blending in more. More blending, less biting. Then maybe we wouldn't have angry mobs storming the castle.
Ah, now that was the result of a small misunderstanding between me and the village elders.
You drained their blood.
Well, all right, a big misunderstanding.
Here's a radical idea. How about actually being friends with our neighbours?
Friends with our neighbours. Right, that's it. Definitely no contact. Just go to your rooms.
Talking of rooms, we're swapping.
Nobody is swapping rooms without my permission. In fact, from now on, nobody does anything without my permission. Now get out of my sight! You're a disgrace. I think sometimes the boy hates me.
You could always kill him.
Not helpful, Renfield.
I'll go, Master. No one there. But I found this on the doorstep. It's for Master Vlad.
Well, open it.
Something called a juice-a-tron, 3000. And some steaks.
Oh, Vladimir. Vladimir, I wanted to say thank you for the meat. If I had a working heart, it would have been touched. Vladimir. Vladimir? Vladimir!
These bats that live in the wild here, we'll see them hiding in.
Hey, Robin.
Wow. You flew up to my window.
No. I climbed up.
Oh. Are you sure you're a vampire and not a burglar?
Yes, Robin. So, what happened to the camping trip?
Cancelled. My dad keeps falling asleep for some reason.
It'll wear off.
Great. Well, I'll go get some drinks.
Cup of blood, little bit of milk. Joke. So this is what my room should look like. Ah!
You're lucky I don't drop you.
Dad!
My name is a vampire. Excellent.
Ever wondered what to do when you're on holiday? Me too. Well, wonder no more because the Blue Peter Gang may just have the answer.
Greetings! I am Fartleberry from the planet Zyorg. Zyorg is very different from your world. Oh yes, on Zyorg, football boots are made of cheese and Tracy Beaker is a pony. Hee-haw! Oh, I have travelled many light years in search of the most valuable substance in the galaxy. Snow! Oh, yes, gloriously grainy, gloopy, gloopy snow. cbbc! My eyeball is going for a walk down my face.
Work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
All new Beat the Boss, Thursdays at 4:35 cbbc on BBC One.
On today's Blue Peter, more ideas for what you can do in the holidays. So sit back and enjoy the ride.
I'm sure a lot of you are very excited about the school holidays.
Yeah, so we've come to the West Midlands Safari Park to see some wildlife. Hey, we're going to have a right giraffe today.
Oh, drive on.
And also coming up on today's programme,
I visit the most famous house in the country.
I freeze in the Brecon Beacons.
And I try out boarding mountain styling in North Devon.
But first, back to the safari park.
And?
All right, sir.
See you've made friends with the locals.
Oh, yeah, this is my brand new friend, Five.
Hello, Five.
Yeah, African elephant.
Yeah.
And actually paints on command rope.
Really?
She learned this way. Basically, the keepers oil their toenails. And then one day they left the brush they used to oil their toenails on the floor. And she just picked it up and started getting into the motion. It's amazing.
Hello.
All right, Lewis.
Five.
Wants to do a thing?
Brush. No. Brush.
Kidding me, mate.
All right, paint. All right, bucket, brush. The funniest thing I've seen. All right, paint. All right, bucket, brush.
Oh, I see what she's doing there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
paint. I'm going to judge this. I'm going to give yours a 3 out of 5.
All right, cool. All right.
I'll give 5 out of 5.
Yeah, get him 5. Well done.
And from being arty to karate, Squidgalatis in the Brecon Beacons, Wales, for a workout with a difference.
I am here in the Brecon
stinking beacons where it is so wet and cold, but it's about to get a whole lot more wet and a whole lot more cold. I'm joined by over 100 young karate experts. They're taking me on some extreme training through this forest. We're running for a mile, we're stopping every so often to do moves, and then when we get to the top, we're going to go under a waterfall and do even more karate. Crazy, but true. Yeah, so.
Earlier that day, I joined the Pontypridd and Lantarissant School of Kyoka Shinkai Karate, who take their training very seriously.
Son! Louder! Ki-ai! Louder! Ki-ai! Louder! Ki-ai!
Morgan, why is it so noisy?
Because you have to ki-ai.
And what's ki-ai?
It means shout from within.
And why do you have to shout from within?
To help you breathe.
Oh, so it's all about breathing. Okay.
Right, Kyle and Isha, please fight it.
Kyoka Shinkai Karate is rooted in a philosophy of self-improvement, discipline and hard training. It was founded in 1964 by Masuyama in Japan. Oyama used to train for 12 hours a day, practicing karate routines or meditation under waterfalls. Mind over matter was his philosophy.
That's good. Son!
If you want to try it out, find an expert like Stephen.
That's it. And now we're ready.
What is this final thing?
It's just to complete the end of the moves. Just come back to a basic stance, ready for the instructions for the next move.
All right.
Okay, we're going to do...
Stephen is one of the highest grades, a black belt, and is trained in Kyoka Shinkai Karate for over 18 years.
A bit harder because obviously it's a safer hand.
Being this experienced enables Stephen to do some impressive but dangerous techniques. This is definitely something you shouldn't try at home.
Guys, that was fantastic. You're all so good. I've got so much to learn.
We're not finished yet.
Oh, it must be waterfall time. Hope I can remember it all like the waterfall.
As we jogged, we shouted "Yasho," a noise that has to come from the stomach. It's supposed to help focus your mind and, in our case, forget about the cold.
Yes, sir!
I had no idea doing karate meant getting this dirty. I mean, if this is the case, why do you wear white clothing?
So, Adam, why do you love karate?
Because it gives you loads of confidence and it's really good discipline and it keeps you fit.
And why are we out here in the forest doing the training out here?
Well, I think it toughens you up a bit.
I think we're quite near to the waterfall. Have you got any tips for me when we get up there?
Well, I think when you get up there, you should just keep your head down in case water goes into your face, because it might sting a bit.
Okay.
This extreme waterfall training takes place once a year, and the only safe way to do it is under the expert supervision of a karate club.
Why are we actually having to do the karate moves under the waterfall?
Well, it's mind over matter. It's getting the mind to control the body, build up a good spirit, so that when you have to push yourself a bit further in fighting or training, you've got the spirit there. You're only a white belt, you only do a short time under, but the waterfall's waiting, Zoe. Away we go.
How long is a short time?
You'll know soon enough.
Look at all these people, they're all mad. It wouldn't be so bad if it was a hot, sunny day, but it is actually freezing. But mind over matter, mind over matter. Lots of us, and I should be fine.
As my turn grew closer, there was one thing I couldn't get out of my head.
How long is a short time?
You'll know soon enough.
Being under the freezing waterfall was something I thought I'd hate, but I had a surprise in store for everyone.
Here, Can you let me do more than I'm supposed to do? Can you, let me do the same as a brown belt?
I was only a beginner but wanted to do the same number of punches as a brown belt, one of the higher grades.
Here it goes! Oh!
I did an incredible 40 punches.
Oh my goodness, my head is freezing. Oh my gosh, ice cream head, ice cream head. It's just like, it gets so cold. Your whole head freezes over and you can't even think. And you're trying to go, and you just run out of breath because it's just so cold and it takes your breath away. I should do that every morning, have a cold shower.
I certainly worked up an appetite, but wasn't the only one. Back to the boys' day out at the safari park. It's time for lunch.
This is absolutely extraordinary. These are white lions and they originate from Timbavati in South Africa. The thing is, there's only about 130 of these left in the world and they're looking hungry. Geth, how you getting on, mate?
Yeah, we just got into a rather frightening position. I'm surrounded by white lions. There are 13 of them here at the safari park, 9 of which were the first ever to be born in the UK. Now, for a white lion to be born, its mum and dad must have the same gene, and that gene is very rare, and that's what makes these creatures extremely special. They're pacing from side to side. I think they want some food, and that's raw meat. This is the way it works. The male has first say on the food. If he doesn't want it, he lets the female have a go at it. And it's only when the female's finished with the food, the cubs get a look in. I wouldn't mess with him, would you?
The lion might be king of the jungle, but true royalty needs a palace. Our next great day out is Buckingham Palace, London, Her Majesty's official home.
Now, the Queen visited our home as part of a Golden Jubilee celebrations when she came to have a look around the Blue Peter studio. And today, she's very kindly agreed to allow me and you to take a closer look around her home.
Originally belonging to the Duke of Buckingham, Buckingham House, as it was then known, was bought in 1761 by King George III as a private residence for his wife.
Building and lavish redecoration began, turning this 18th century townhouse into a palace fit for a king.
However, the first British monarch to actually live and rule from here was Queen Victoria in 1837.
At first, she was very happy with her new home, declaring, "I delight in Buckingham Palace." However, along with her husband, Prince Albert, she quickly discovered there were problems. The royal apartments smelt of the sewers, some doors wouldn't close, some windows wouldn't open, and there weren't nearly enough rooms.
So the royal couple set about turning the palace into a place where they could live and work.
Including the addition of the now famous East Wing at the front of the palace, which provided the much-needed extra space.
In order to do this, a gigantic marble arch that stood in the palace forecourt had to be moved to its present home at the corner of Hyde Park.
There were also problems with some of the staterooms, including this one, which was used as a ballroom. It was too small for all the guests, and it got extremely hot because of all the candles they used to light it, not to mention the wax that dripped onto the guests' hair and clothes. A new ballroom was built. It's the largest of the 19 staterooms used these days for state banquets and investitures when people come to receive their OBEs and other honours. At the one end there are 2 thrones, and at this end there's a musician's gallery with this grand organ, which I've been given special permission to play.
There was no TV or radio, so music was very important to Victoria and Albert. Famous musicians and composers often visited and played for the royal couple.
This is the palace's music room, where private concerts still take place today. It's also been used for several royal christenings, including that of Prince Charles and Prince William.
Another attraction at the palace is the changing of the guard. While on duty, guards have to stand completely still for 2 hours without being distracted by things going on around them.
And just to see exactly how hard a job that is, I've come back to stand guard outside my home, the Blue Peter studio at Television Centre. Wait right there.
What I didn't know was that the others had planned a few distractions for me.
Dear me, I'm absolutely freezing. But I did it! Woo! So, I'm gonna ditch this Welsh Guard uniform and go and get a Welsh cake and a hot drink. This is Soldier Jones, signing off duty.
One of the big attractions at any safari park are the newborn animals.
This is Amber, and she's an axis deer, and she's only 4 weeks old, and she originates from Asia. The reason she's in here is because she can't cope with the cold outside, so she's going to stay here till she's stronger and able to join the rest. Do you want some of this? Good girl.
But if animals aren't your thing, come with me to Abbotsham in Devon for a bit of mountain boarding.
Hi, I'm Mick. I'm 12 years old. I live in Cornwall, and I'm currently the world's under-16 mountain boarding champion. Woo! Mountain boarding is a cross between snowboarding and skateboarding, and it's been around for about 30 years. There's 2 different types of mountain boarding, freestyle and border cross. Border cross is about racing down a hill, and freestyle is about doing tricks over a jump.
Whoa! Oh, yes, that was absolutely brilliant, Mick. How long have you been mountain boarding for?
4 years.
How did you get into it?
My brother, he got a skate shop, and then somebody brought a mountain board in, and we tried it, and we loved it.
So to be that good, how long do you have to practice for?
I practice, like, most days a week.
So what exactly do you love about it, then?
Just, like, when you go down a hill, the wind in your face and, like, floating in the air and stuff.
Isn't it just an excuse to show up?
No.
So tell me what kind of different tricks there are.
Well, Alex is the world freestyle champion, and I'll get him to show you some tricks.
At the speed. What was that?
That was a rodeo with a melon.
And what's a melon?
It's like with your left hand on the back of the board.
Oh, whoa, and a rodeo's like a 360 spin, isn't
Like a backflip 180.
Oh, my goodness me, rodeo with a melon. That's a mouthful indeed. No way, what was that one?
That was a 360 indie. It's like with your right hand on the front of the board.
Oh, cool.
I learned that one last year, yeah. Fancy doing a jump?
Yeah, mate, come on. Which one?
That little blue one.
Right. Any tips?
Yeah, just lift your front wheel up.
Whoa! Oh, yes!
Woo, go Andy!
Whoa!
Oh!
Oh, nice one. That was brilliant, well done. Do you know what, though? That is a small jump, and that was scary enough. I can't believe you do all those really big ones.
Yeah, I just love being in the air, and I just want to do bigger jumps all the time.
Yeah, they are really cool. I can see why you're really attractive, and I can see why you're world champion. You are really composed up there. Mick, do you practice here every day?
No, my brother and sister, they built a mountain board park in my back garden. No, I'll take you there if you want.
Where is it?
It's just along this path. This is the park.
Look at this. What a den.
Yeah, it's cool. This is my brother Tom and my sister Yoss.
Do you want to show me 1 or 2 tricks?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, then show me. Two brothers together. You're so brave. 3 of them together, whoa! The holidays are a great time to hang out with your mates. Back at the park, this pair seem to be best buddies.
These are the park's friendliest animals. This is Bronze. Say hello, Bronze. Got a nod.
And this is Moocher. Do you want to give this away, Moocher? Hey, nice one.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. These are sea lions. We come here to give them a bit of food, fed them. They're happy, you seem happy. So we'll see you later. Bye. See you later. Bye, guys.
Oh, how cute. But if adrenaline is what you're looking for, why not head to Wigan, Lancashire, where you can watch all kinds of high-speed racing. 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. Top speed of 210 miles an hour. £180,000 worth of thoroughbred racing car. My challenge to race this Formula 1 car around a circuit in less than 60 seconds. Hang on a minute. I'm going to need some serious training before I attempt to drive this. Whoa! My instructor would be racing driver Neil Boardman. Whoa, Neil, trying to scare me?
I'm not trying to scare you, Zoe. All I want to do is just give you a general feeling of what it's like being on a race circuit at fairly high speed, just to give you an appreciation of what's involved.
Oh my goodness, we were really close to that. I can't imagine that I'll be doing speeds like this. It just seems so dangerous.
Before being allowed out onto the track, Neil insisted I got to grips with the basics in the safety of a simulator, which is actually used by professional Formula 1 drivers.
We've got a dotted line down the centre of the road that gives us an indication of where the racing line is going to go. Racing line on a racing circuit just basically opens up the corner as much as possible to keep the car nice and free.
A lot of concentrating involved.
Yes.
Especially on those corners.
As well as being technical, motor racing is also a very physical sport. So before I headed out to the track, it was down to the gym to meet professional driver Sarah Kavanagh.
How fit do you need to be to drive a Formula 1 car?
A lot fitter than people think, actually. Extremely fit is the answer. What we're going to do is work 2 areas. This is quite driver specific. So we have our knees bent so we don't hurt our backs. And then we lean back into the driver position, which is going to be sore in the stomach.
I feel it.
And we take up our weights and we go out into the driving position and then we just go up and down.
I see. Before driving the Formula 1 car, I'd have to prove my ability in a smaller Formula 3 car.
OK, Zoe, we're going to send you out for 6 laps in the Formula 3 car. It's going to be against the watch, so you are going to be timed. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready, but Sarah, have you got any tips for me?
The track is wet, so it's going to be a little bit slippy, but you can still dig deep, find a little bit of aggression and just attack it.
As this was my first drive, I followed Neil round the track for the first few laps.
It's really strange just getting used to it. This really does accelerate very quickly. I'm just trying to be very careful, just until I get the hang of it. Whoa!
Then, as Neil pulled into the pits, I was alone in the track for the first time.
Have to just warm up. I'm sure this first lap will be very slow, whilst I just concentrate on remembering what the technique is. Do like these straight bits, you can really pick up a lot of speed.
She's definitely getting into it.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite a bit quicker than the last time she came through.
Don't think I've ever taken that corner quite so sharply. Really thought I was going to go and do a skid there. Whoa! And coming up to the finish.
Come on, Zoe, give it welly.
That's the end of my first Formula 3 experience. It was really good fun, actually. I really enjoyed it.
But after my drive, Sarah and Neil looked back over some of the footage to decide if I was good enough to go up a gear to Formula 1.
I can't wait any longer, you guys. You have to tell me. Give me the results. No.
We needed an average time of 1 minute 10 to allow you to drive the Formula 1 car. I can tell you your slowest lap was 1 minute 27.
Okay.
Your fastest lap was 1 minute 6.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay, Sarah is just going to tell you what your average time was.
1 minute 8. Looks like you're going in an F1 car.
Yay! Let's go now! Come on!
This is 5 times more powerful than the average family car and 10 times more expensive, so the pressure was on.
Zoe, are you excited?
I am very excited, Sarah, but also a bit nervous.
You're going to be one of a few hundred people in the entire world to drive one of these cars, but it's very rare, it's very precious, and you'll really love it. You will love it.
What we're going to do is send you out for one lap, okay? In order to pass the challenge and class yourself as a real Formula 1 driver, we need a lap time of under a minute. You think you're up to the challenge?
I am up to the challenge. Let's hope I can get it in less than 60 seconds.
Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! I didn't expect that! It's so powerful! Wow! How fast is it?
The power was incredible. The F1 car was 3 times faster than my training car and 3 times more fun.
I've driven a Formula 1 car! What kill is that?
Like in under 60 seconds.
Go 58 seconds.
I got 58!
Well on you.
Thank you so much. I did it! Yay!
Back at the park, there's just one last job for us to do.
It was such a fun day today, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been nice.
Fed lots of lovely animals.
Yeah, lions.
Yeah, lions, deer.
Yeah.
But what goes in must come out.
Yeah, go on then.
Rhino poo.
God.
And plenty of it.
This stuff reeks. Oh, they eat about 70 to 80 kilos of grass a day.
Look it up. Definitely not my favourite job to do in the UK. Not what you're looking at, it's your fault.
Mates, they're great when they're winners. But what if they're losers? The show that puts friendships to the ultimate test is back.
Got a couple of seconds now to think about what you want to do.
Because I won't let my friends down because they'd never let me down.
But by the end, will they still be best of friends? The new series starts today at 5:15 on the cbbc channel.
Hi there, I'm Jake. You're watching Newsround. Here's what you need to know today. Getting caught up in the web. Could you be putting yourself at risk by logging onto internet chat sites?
Find out how I finally managed to make this lot shut up.
Yeah, but not for long. First up, how much time do you spend online gossiping with mates and making new friends? Well, according to a new survey, it seems lots of you are using social networking sites like Bebo, Facebook or MySpace, even though you might be too young to sign up, and it could be putting you in danger. Going online can be great fun, although there are risks. Posting too much information can put you in danger, although lots of kids' sites do everything they can to keep your personal information private. But a survey by Ofcom, who check up on things like the internet, has found that more than 1 in 4 kids aged 8 to 11 say they use social network sites they're too young for. Most sites like Bebo, Facebook or MySpace have a lower age limit of 13 or 14, and they remove people who they find out are too young. But it's really hard for them to know if someone's telling the truth about how old they actually are.
I've used lots of social network sites like Bebo and MSN. They're good because they help you socialize, but you have to put your address and your name and like pictures.
I think social networks are bad for you because bad people can find information about you, like your address, email, and send viruses to you.
I do use chat servers, but I think it's bad because people will find too much information about you.
Now experts want the guys who run websites to do more to look out for you.
Well, it's really important that companies that are providing these social networking services do more to protect children and make sure that children are safe using their services.
There's no doubt about it. The web is a brilliant place to keep in touch with your mates and find out more about the world. But if you want tips on how to do it safely, then feel free to check out the Newsround website. Here's what else has been happening today, and Olympic swimming hopeful Melanie Marshall will miss 2 of her events at the Beijing Games this summer after daydreaming when she should have been preparing to swim. Whilst her fellow swimmers were in the right place, poor old Melanie wasn't and was banned from taking the plunge. These 2 businessmen have been found guilty of forging and selling sports stars' autographs for thousands of pounds. Sir Alex Ferguson, Cristiano Ronaldo and Johnny Wilkinson all had their autographs faked, and footballers Michael Owen and Steven Gerrard gave evidence during the 5-week trial at Chester Crown Court. The men will be given their punishments later. But sticking with sport, these were the scenes when Liverpool won the Champions League 3 years ago. If Rafa's Reds are to do the same this season, they'll need to overcome Arsenal in the quarter-finals. The 2 sides go head-to-head at the Emirates tonight. Arsene Wenger reckons the next 10 days will be critical for his team, whilst Liverpool fans will hope Steven Gerrard and Fernando Torres can keep up their good form up front. And Chelsea are also in action, facing Fenerbahce in Turkey without goalkeeper Petr Cech. Now, I don't know about you, but as a hay fever sufferer, I'm expecting the usual springtime sneezing and sniffling to start over the next few weeks. And if you suffer with it too, you'll know what a pain it can be. Well, bad news, I'm afraid. Experts reckon 2008 is going to be one of the worst on record for us hay fever sufferers. But why? Sonali's got more.
It might only be the start of April, but the mild and windy weather means there's a lot more pollen in the air, so loads of us could be feeling like this. Yes, it's hay fever time, and this year experts say it's going to be worse than ever.
You can't go anywhere that has grass, you have to avoid all parks, and you can't go out with your friends in summer.
In summer it's very stressful because you have to avoid parks and take the car everywhere.
And the misery for hay fever sufferers could start next week. That's much earlier than normal. It's all because of pollen, the powdery bit in plants. It gets blown into the air and then goes up your nose and into your eyes. And if you're allergic to it, your eyes and nose start running to flush it out, and that can make you feel a bit rubbish.
When you're outside playing with your friends, make sure you've got a nice pair of wraparound sunglasses to stop the pollen going in your eyes. Maybe ask your mum or dad for a gel that you can smear just inside your nostrils to trap the pollen so it can't cause the hay fever symptoms. And check with your doctor whether there's any nose sprays, eye drops or other medicines that can help to stop the symptoms of hay fever so you can enjoy the summer, because hay fever can be miserable.
So if, like me, you suffer from hay fever, you'd better keep some tissues handy.
Lovely. Now, if you spotted anyone standing very, very still yesterday, they might have been taking part in a big stunt. Hundreds of people across the world stopped exactly what they were doing at the same time to try and bring cities to a standstill by standing still. Helen roped in some mates and she's been trying to recreate it.
Not bad, but nowhere near as good as this lot. These guys in Beijing in China were taking part in a worldwide stunt. You might think they're not doing much, but that's the idea. The organisers wanted as many people around the world as possible to freeze in one position at the same time. Hang on, not yet, slackers. Everybody who took part had to stay completely still for 5 minutes. A few more to go. Things like this hardly ever happen in China because there are strict rules about performing in public. No wonder passers-by were confused. In Brussels, it looks like everyone was joining in. Apparently these kind of displays are more common in Europe. They're called flash mobs. OK, his hat moved a little, but we'll let him off. It was the wind. Well done, guys, you've cracked it. Peace at last.
Right, let's talk Doctor Who. The Time Lord hits your screens again this weekend. He'll be taking on new enemies, old baddies like the Daleks, and he'll be joined along the way by some rather familiar faces. Lizo's got the lowdown.
Because I thought, how'd you find the Doctor? And then I just thought, look for trouble and then he'll turn up.
This is the first chance to see what's next in store for Doctor Who.
That's all about the bees disappearing. I thought, oh, he's connected.
Once again fighting evil villains, once again hoping to be one of TV's biggest shows. Its stars, David Tennant and Catherine Tate, who plays his new companion, have been talking about the programme's formula for success.
Smash it then!
Hopefully just the stories are still interesting and exciting and different and unexpected.
The thing about Donna is she doesn't kind of hero worship him, you know what I mean? She hasn't got that, because she doesn't fancy him, let's say it like that. She's quite blunt with him, she's quite direct.
And if you're a Who fan, check out our website for more from them. as well as what happened when I went behind the scenes of the show. Go to bbc.co.uk/CBBC and click on Newsround.
Didn't take Lisa long to get thrown out the TARDIS, did it? And finally, here's something I think you are going to love. Check out the footy skills of Ukrainian amateur footballer Mykola Kutensko. He walked over 26 miles, the length of a marathon, whilst keeping this football in the air. I'm not sure a motorway was the ideal place to do it, but he finished in 10 hours and did a whopping 47,000 keepy-uppies in a row. And apparently, he didn't cause too many traffic jams. Yeah, OK, 47,000. I reckon I could possibly beat that. I'm off to have a quick practice. You can catch more Newsround 7 o'clock tomorrow morning over on the CBBC channel. And, of course, check out all of our Doctor Who stuff on our website. See you soon. Bye-bye.
I made it.
I shaped it. I shared it.
I chose it.
I like it. I did it. I sent it.
I got it.
I get it.
I love it.
My CBBC.
Make your own space online at bbc.co.uk/CBBC.
Right, got your laughing gear ready? Oh, good, good, yes. Got your arms ready? Oh, excellent stuff, excellent. Got your lucky TV presenter soil?
What?
Your lucky TV presenter soil?
Oh,
no. But without your lucky TV presenter soil, how are we going to create top quality CBBC channel entertainment like this? That's what you sound like. Oh, it's a coat! Alto! Should we just carry on talking rubbish?
No.
Should we put some programmes on? So, for stuff like that, plus Shaun the Sheep, Tracy Beaker and Best of Friends, turn over to the CBBC channel. That's right, with Ed and Oucho. Don't watch The Weakest Link. It's boring. Come over! Oh no, we've got another 10 seconds of dancing. I'm exhausted. Oh.
So here's your choices across the BBC right now. Backstabbing action from Anne on The Weakest Link here on BBC One. Shropshire sets the scene for an escape to the country on BBC Two. Or you can have more fun with CBBC online at bbc.co.uk/CBBC.
There are things waiting in the darkness. Creatures of metal and fire and blood. But he's out there, burning through time, facing 1,000 dangers across the stars and never giving up. He looks like a man, but he's a legend. And his name is the Doctor. He'll come back to save us. And this time, I'm gonna be ready. Then, just like that,
we'll be gone.
Brand new Doctor Who, Saturday at 6:20 on BBC One.
For one Nancy, the dream
I'm going to choose
is over.
Amy is not Nancy.
Who'll survive to sing another day? Wow. I'd Do Anything live Saturday at 7:10 on BBC One, with the results show at 7:30 on Sunday. And if you missed the last episode, it's available now on BBC iPlayer.
An overnight laundry service sets the scene for tonight's task, and only one team can clean up while the other is hung out to dry. The Apprentice at 9, here on BBC One.
To reach your £1,000 target within the time limit. The fastest way is to create a chain of 9 correct answers. Get your question wrong and you break the chain and lose all the money in the chain. But if you say bank before the question is asked, the money is safe. However, you start a new chain from scratch. Remember, at the end of the round, only money that's been banked can be taken forward. In round 1, there are 3 minutes on the clock. We'll start with the person whose name is first. Alistair, in maths, what is 3 multiplied by 4?
12.
Correct, Rachel. Which word meaning the opposite of full is the usual description of a bottle with no remaining liquid inside?
Empty.
Correct, Norman. In African wildlife, what E is the name of a large land mammal with greyish skin, a long trunk and 2 curved tusks?
Elephant.
Correct, Charlotte. In the words of the traditional saying, a rolling what gathers no moss?
Stone.
Correct, Lee. In the nursery rhyme, the character who is told to blow his horn is little boy what?
Blow.
Correct, Barbara. Answer a single question incorrectly.
That's true, but no one answered any incorrectly.
So quite an achievement, really. That just by standing there, you've been very, very annoying.
Thanks. As have you.
What are you studying?
I'm studying A-levels at the moment, because I'm in my last year of school, in chemistry, physics, biology and maths.
In order to do what?
I'd like to do medicine.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Can people as irritating as you do medicine?
Oh, I think people more irritating than me can do medicine.
Do you think you'll have a good bedside manner?
The best.
How would you cope with an ageing woman who felt she'd lost her libido?
Help her find it again?
How would you do that?
Good question.
Why Alistair?
I thought, well, who could I vote for? And I just thought Alistair.
What do you do, Sarah?
I'm a telephonist for the NHS.
Are you? Where?
In Southend Hospital in Essex.
You run all the telephones, do you?
Of a night time, yes, there's 2 of us. We do it all through the night from 8:30 till 7:30.
You do what all through the night?
Take the phone calls, Anne.
Do you?
Yeah.
What are your particular skills?
I'm very good with people. I'm a good communicator. I like to speak to people. I'm helpful.
So if I ring up and say that my boyfriend's been taken into hospital and I don't know his surname and I'm not sure what ward he's on, can you help?
Yes, yeah.
How would you help?
Because you'd have to give me his surname.
I don't know his surname.
Oh, right. If you had his date of birth.
Well, come on now, Sarah. If I haven't got his surname, when am I going to have his date of birth?
I don't know how familiar you've been with him.
That's none of your business, is it? Why, Joe?
Well, I couldn't really decide, but I just looked up and he was right opposite me, you see, so...
When the vote's tied, the strongest link has to cast the deciding vote. And the strongest link was Alistair, the financial policy analyst.
Yes, Anne.
When I asked you 3 times 4, there was a bit of a pause. Were you analysing the question?
No, I was the first person to answer, so I made sure that I got it right.
And what do you do as an analyst?
I think our policy is about how to protect consumers from banks.
Go on.
So if banks do things that are not in the best interest of consumers...
With such an incredibly dull job, do you have a good time out of work?
Yes, I think I do.
Go on.
I'm interested in lots of things. I'm interested in politics, for example.
Really?
Yes.
Are you a member of a political party?
I am, yes.
Which party?
The Tory party.
I see. Do you support the Tory party in a particular way?
No, not in a particular way. I think you're probably getting a financial gain for the party. Is that what you're asking?
No, no, I wasn't.
Well, no, I pay my membership, but that's about it.
Well, are you active?
Well, I go to parties, yes.
What, Tory parties?
Well, when they have a party with a guest speaker that talks about a particular topic, like the environment, I'll go to that.
Right, so that's how your life's interesting, is it?
Well, I think it's quite interesting. You talk about a lot of things in politics. You're trying to solve people's problems, aren't you?
Are you trying to meet a partner?
I'm not sure that that would be the right place to meet someone, would it? Wouldn't it be inappropriate? You should be talking about serious things rather than chatting people up.
Have you got a partner?
I don't. No, I'm single, Anne.
Oh, so how else are you trying to meet someone apart from joining the Tory party?
Well, I go out clubbing.
Yeah. Sort of clubs I'd like?
I believe that you've probably been to the kind of clubs that I go to. They are very show busy.
The ties between Alistair and Joe, and you have to get rid of one of them. The town on the Welsh border that's famous for its bookshops and annual literature festival is called Hay on what? Why or when?
Why?
Correct. Rachel, in TV, the 2007 Celebrity Duets contest, Just the Two of Us, was won by the actress Hannah Waterman and the wet, wet, wet singer Marty who?
Pello.
Correct. Norman, in Domestic Animals, if a cat is described as feline, which six-letter word is used to describe a dog?
Canine.
Correct. Charlotte, in cinema, what J is the title of a 1975 film directed by Steven Spielberg that was based on a novel by Peter Benchley?
Pass.
Jaws. Lee, in UK customs, Pancake Day is also known by the religious name Shrove what?
Tuesday.
Correct. Barbara, on a standard British Monopoly board, the property Whitehall is part of which colour group, pink or green?
Green.
Pink. Andy, in comedy, which honorary title is assumed by the Barry Humphries character Edna Everage?
Dane.
Correct. Sarah, in astronomy, what V is the name of the second planet from the Sun?
Venus.
Correct. Alistair, in England and Wales, the release of an illegally imprisoned person can be secured with the court procedure called habeas what?
Corpus.
Correct. Rachel.
Bank.
In the modern kitchen, a dual-fuel cooker has an electric oven and a hob powered by which other utility?
Gas.
Correct. Norman. In travel, which three-letter word forms familiar terms when it precedes stream, set and lag?
Fly.
Jet. Charlotte. Yeah.
Don't think there are really
Any qualifications? No, you don't have to speak any languages?
No.
And if you're from Birmingham, do you have to speak English?
I believe that was on the requirement list, yes, actually, but I passed, luckily.
And is it hard work?
Can be, yeah, it can be quite tiring.
And where'd you go to?
Throughout Europe.
Okay, and what's a shift on EasyJet?
Typical day, you might go to Amsterdam and back, and then Barcelona and back, for example.
So 2 days on?
6 days on, 3 days off.
Oh.
You don't get to stop over.
No. So is it 1 day flying and 5 to take your makeup off?
I don't wear that much makeup, so no.
Have you got a uniform on EasyJet?
Yeah.
What colour's that?
You know what colour it is. It's bright orange.
Does that go with your makeup?
Sometimes, sometimes not.
Why Norman?
Just because Norman's standing next to me, I noticed that you got 2 questions wrong.
So Andy, what do you do?
I'm a sawyer
Are you where?
in Mid Wales.
Well, I don't know Wales. Where's Mid Wales?
Raider.
Raider?
Other Welsh people would pronounce it Raider, but the locals, it's Raider.
Well, aren't the locals Welsh people?
No, there's a lot of Birmingham people there.
Why's that?
Because the Birmingham people, they came down and they built all the there's a lot of dams there, and that was built by the Birmingham Corporation.
Why?
Because the Welsh had other things to do.
Like
We're busy singing.
Can you sing?
I a little bit.
What can you sing?
Well, we do I sing in a choir. We do sing Welsh tunes, whatever.
Cwm Rhondda?
That is one in our repertoire, yes.
Is it? Well, it'd be a bit of a mistake if it wasn't, wouldn't it? Can you sing it then?
Well, for you, I wouldn't like to do that. I'd like to sing something else. My Liverpool, lovely Liverpool, why don't you behave just like the other girls do? Stay home and love me, my Liverpool.
You don't sing for money, do you?
No, we don't. We do it for charity. And they probably pay us to go away.